Well, you better not get happy, but if your day is crappy, it's the Mike O'Mara Show. Other shows may be richer, but this legendary picture is all you really need to know. You've been waiting for a while, now it's time for you to smile. It's the Mike O'Mara
Not for air, not for air, not for air, not for air. I said not for air.
Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment. You can listen to The Mike O'Mara Show at MikeO'MaraShow.com.
Well, what have we here?
It's a podcast.
Fine.
And what excitement we have today.
It's The Mike O'Mara Show with Mike O'Mara and Robb Spiewak. Now, here's Mike.
That should be the theme of our show, not for air. Not for air.
Not for air.
Not for air.
It's
not
my
for
favorite
air.
Ernie Anderson tape I've ever found.
Not for air.
Not for air.
The late, great Ernie Anderson, one of the best of all time, booth announcers. Heavy smokers all, most of them back in the day, the guys that did the Billy Big Voice ads. And
Heavy smokers all. That's
and
a
really
good
were
name for a
heard in
book.
a variety of commercials, and I miss them dearly. I miss the, somewhere along the line, it became fanciful in the advertising industry to go with, the everyman.
I can tell you where it
that's
started.
very sad.
I can tell you exactly where it started. It started with Thomas's English Muffins because a college friend of Carrie's married the guy who did Thomas's English Muffins. It's great in the morning. And it got to a point where he was going to auditions and they would say, we want a read like, and then say his name. And he was the guy. So he sort of paved the way for that. It's great. It's a really good breakfast. So I think that's where it began.
Gotten also in the world of advertising. And the reason why I talk about it is because I was involved in it for a good chunk of my career. When I was doing live radio, I was also doing a lot of commercial production. And I made a good living by going up to recording studios and doing an impression of certain people. And one of the guys was a furniture commercial company that made me do a voice that was similar to another furniture production company.
Was it Marlowe? Was that his home company?
I'm not sure, but it was this kind of voice that I did. And it was, and it was always,
great.
I felt very cheap when I would do those commercials. What I always wanted was standard, like I wanted to be the guy, but when you are an impressionist, they want you to do a voice, and that's kind of what it's all about.
Did you do Morgan Freeman for a car dealership?
I
Or were
did
you
Morgan
asked?
Freeman, I think, for a Mercedes dealership.
That's
and
what I
then-
thought it
no,
was,
No.
yeah.
I think I did Morgan Freeman, and then a Mercedes dealership had another guy that did a bad Morgan Freeman.
Oh, no. Okay.
But everybody did that for a while. And you get pigeonholed for stuff. And if you're not, bigger than life yourself, then, you got to get the scraps. I'm fine with that. That's what I had to do. I'm cool with that.
Would you do me a favor and describe your studio furniture in the furniture guy voice?
In the furniture guy voice, you will notice here the very cheapest furniture. The most expensive piece I have is a chair from the Healthy Back store that was 600% overpriced. It was overpriced and began to fall apart right after I bought it.
That's so
right
great.
after I bought it. By the way, I've had it, I joke about that, but I had to eventually screw in the top part of the furniture arm to the bottom part.
Yeah.
I used glue at one point. And by the way, the screws have lasted a very long time. And the rest of the chair in various states of falling apart, but not too bad.
You've had bad luck with office furniture. I remember.
I've had bad luck with office chairs and studio chairs my whole career.
Well, I don't
remember
think
when-
they've ever been made right.
I don't think they have either.
No, you're right. When we went to begin the terrestrial version of the Mike O'Mara Show, very courteous offer. Mike bought 6 chairs for the studio, brand new.
Remember,
Gorgeous
that was the
chairs.
new me.
Yes.
I was doing it for the Junkies too.
Yeah, because I mean, it was a big studio we were in. I think there was
Within
5
2
slots.
weeks, I walked next door into the Junkies studio, and one of the chairs had its vinyl armrest picked to the point of the stuffing coming out of
Yep,
it.
and it
as
didn't take
though
long at all. It
Someone
didn't-
who was nervous, cakes, had taken it and pinched it. I don't know if it was cakes.
No.
I don't know what the arrangement was.
I
in
think it
there.
was probably one of. I come up with 4 suspects.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't think it was cakes.
They also were, I think at one point, the Junkies used studio laptops. Would that be accurate? That
Yeah.
they had laptops that were in the studio.
They lived
and
there, yeah.
we went in, we would go back and forth from our studio into their studio. And I remember walking into their studio and seeing these laptops. And these laptops, if you wanted to eradicate a population, just drop them on the populace because it
really
would cause
was-
some sort of horrible bubonic plague.
It was
based
the Windows.
on the cleanliness.
It was the Windows version of a wet market.
Yes.
When you'd walk into that. But DJs are legendary pickers. I know from someone that has shopped vintage microphones. The first thing to go on an
I
old-fashioned
would
microphone,
scrape things with like a
razors.
pencil.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I would do that. Yeah.
But on the classic, like Larry King microphone, the pill-shaped big old microphone,
Yeah, the
the
big
first
one.
thing to go is people take pencils and they push them into the little holes just to destroy the fabric that lines it.
it's nervous energy.
It is. You've got to
You're,
be.
you're
Or
in a high,
it could
you're,
be
you're
blow,
in a high
Mike.
stress environment.
It
That's
could
what
be
it is.
blow.
That's what it is. Speaking of high stress environment, nothing more high stress than our divisive country. But look, I have to give credit occasionally. I know it's going to piss a lot of people off, but I found my highlight from the State of the Union address.
Oh, good. I'm glad you
And,
could find a pearl in the oyster.
It was something that sometimes you just have to accept special moments in one of these national events. Can we roll the special moment from last night's State of the Union address? It's really wonderful.
We are the hottest country anywhere in the world, the hottest.
Down boy.
Oh, I knew I should have watched on CNN.
I missed that part. I tuned in late.
Can we roll that one more time?
I would love to
because
see
you
it
might have
again,
missed
yeah.
it if you didn't see it the first time. It's really, really
We are
sweet,
the hottest
isn't it?
country anywhere in the world, the hottest.
Oh, JD.
Down boy.
My favorite is the chair falling. I think that was.
He also has a history with furniture. JD Vance does.
my favorite part. Yeah.
Do you
it
like
was-
the fact that the part that was unaltered, that when the president referred to us as the hottest country, he's really just using the same sales pitch from Girls Gone Wild?
He's using the same sales pitch that he used on real estate.
Yeah,
This will be the
exactly.
hottest property in New York City. That's whatever. It's the same old, same old. The other clip is not a funny clip. What it is for you, ladies and gentlemen, is an epiphany that I had, and I realized that I need to follow this advice, and that I, through most of my life, have failed miserably. This is sage advice, and I just wish I'd taken it through most of my
All right.
career.
One thing from our conversation today, and you only get this. This one thing will be enough to change your life. I mean it. Here's what it is. There is no redeeming value in harshness. There is nothing that harshness does that loving firmness doesn't do better. Be firm, but with love, not harshness. And that's you treating others. That's the way you allow others to treat you. And very much that's the way you treat you. And it's true. At 75, I have a deal with the universe. If it isn't kind, I'm not interested. And that adaptive child that lives inside me can be very harsh to my own imperfection. And I will say to that, or to Belinda, or to a colleague, you may have something to say to me, and it may be in my interest to learn and listen to you, but you have to say it like you're on my side.
Rob, I went wrong. What can I say? I've gone wrong in my life.
I've learned a lesson today already. And when I go to bed at night, I like to say, today I learned a lesson. And I'm glad I got it done. However, it might be hard to talk without harshness about his huge ring. I might have to talk about that harshly.
Well, and he doesn't look 75.
No, he looks great. I will say, well, because he's at peace.
Yeah,
I will say that, if you had seen me see that the first time this morning, if there had been a camera on me, which there wasn't, you would have seen the tears. Yeah. The tears that were streaming down my face where I said, now I know where I've gone wrong.
Yeah.
And
is that a guy of note of anything? Should we know who that guy is?
I don't know. I have no idea.
No.
I don't know.
Does it open up into a larger video?
See, even that, the way I communicate. No, I don't think so, Rob.
I assume your tears were laughter.
See, that was nice. That was good.
Because you built a career on it.
Tears of sadness of the misstep. The misstep that happened where I was in this forum on this fine stage in this fine program and all the programs before that. I kind of admired harshness, and then I participated in harshness, and then it kind of became set.
Well, that's a known thing with abusers who abuse people. Then they get their victims, then abuse others. It passes on.
Yeah, it does pass on.
Yeah, but I mean, I had a very
was your mother harsh?
No.
Was your father?
I mean, we were loud, and there was, if I look back really, in my life, there was it wasn't what I would describe, and still to this day is not what I would describe as fuzzy. It's not warm and fuzzy. It's certainly, I was not treated the way I treat my own son. Okay. That's the absolute truth.
So what the guy with the ring was saying is basically be firm but fair.
Now, when I say I hug my son, I tell my son how I feel about him a daily basis. I hug him at night. I hug him in the morning. I absolutely have laughs with him. I spend time with him. I do that. With that said, there are moments of harshness to the point where sometimes I have to apologize when I get all wrapped up at a baseball game or something like that. And last night, in the losing effort with these kids, I have to realize that these are 12-year-olds.
Yeah.
And so I have to resist the harshness of really wanting to stand up, look at the dugout as they are losing the game. Yes. Not badly. They're still in the game.
Mike,
as
not
they are
badly, hopefully.
and they are playing around in the dugout.
Yeah, they lost attention.
And what I want to say is I want to stand up with all the parents to hear the teams from the other side, everybody. I say, don't you give a shit? I really do.
Many people would classify that as harsh.
And that would be as harsh as it gets,
Right. I've said that to the team before when they're all screwing around in the dugout.
Yeah,
but I go with the angle
disengaged.
of your parents are here to watch you play.
Yeah.
Oh, so this was
here for this.
This was Little League, not your senior league, Josh. That you wanted to yell.
When Josh plays, are you going to do that again? Are you going to have the time to do that again? Do you think?
I
in the spring and summer.
I passed on the spring league.
Okay.
So we'll see.
That's sad because they lose players every year, but not always because they're busy.
They've lost their designated runner.
Yes.
Their designated
Congratulations
breather.
on that, though, by still being able to run. I can't stress enough, and Josh knows this, how much it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. It doesn't. You're instructing these young men on how to, these boys, not young men, boys, how to play the game. That's really that's the level they're at right now. And I need, it's just my competitive fire. We're in a
that situation.
This business is hyper competitive,
Yeah, but when you're in the ball game situation, that is first and forefront what you're thinking. That is your focus right there. And if they're not taking it at the same serious level that you are, which is probably quite to be expected, it's going to annoy you.
I'm talking to the dads right after the game. Carla comes to the game after work. So Carla splits as soon as the game's over, and I'm walking over, and then I'm chatting with the other dads. And I realize that I go, really, the best fielder ought to be at shortstop. That's usually the way it goes. If you get the most opportunities, that's where he ought to be. I think I made maybe the other dads maybe a little uncomfortable based on
were you
my
saying
intensity.
It to dads, or were you just sort of walking around the field saying it to
No, I was
anyone
saying
who will
it to
listen?
the dads. I was chatting
good.
with it.
And were you saying the best player, or were you using a player's name?
I didn't use any players' names.
Good.
I
That's a
used the
step.
position.
Good.
But I was more specific.
But that was putting
I
down
was
the
so
person at
specific that
shortstop.
I was so specific in what I called it, and you know what it's called, Josh. There's a term that's used in many little leagues that I can't say it because I'm going to get in trouble, and I don't want to.
Is
get
it
in
like
trouble.
the fact, Mike, that the recently passed David Carradine got a lot of roles probably because of his father, John Carradine?
Rob, that's that beautifully done, and thank you, and no more needs to be said.
Thank you.
But that's really kind of where I was, and I was using that term. It's DB. That's the those are the initials that we have, and it's
I have came around on fooling around in
have
the
come
dugout.
around.
What either
Mike,
one?
that was
No, it
that
matters.
was harsh.
Language matters, Mr. Soroka, and this
It
is
does,
a
but
teaching moment.
he was doing his best to communicate.
My point
You've
is
come around.
that even when you watch Major League Baseball players, baseball is long. It's got its down points, and you'll see players goof off in the dugout and the bullpen all the time
Yeah.
because it is a long
Nature of
game,
the game.
and it's hard to keep attention. Sometimes you need that break when you're off the field.
Ty Cobb was a legendary prankster.
I find myself though, when one of the reasons I didn't like keeping the scorebook was it has my undivided attention for the entire game. I'm watching everything that happens in the game, and I become a better baseball fan because of Little League and watching Little League.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Will you ever bring a book to the to a major league game and follow it like that, like the old men do?
You mean like the
They fill out
bring the scorecard?
Bring the scorecard and fill it out.
Never thought that was a thing. It's still done.
Oh, you still see it, yeah.
You still see it, but it's just it's like well, I don't want to offend your daughter who's visiting you right now, but it's like knitting. You know what I mean? It's
well, yeah,
like
but you
knitting.
don't need to go to a ball game to knit. You can knit anywhere. Yeah,
you can knit anywhere.
But the guys who have the books for the entire season of games they've gone to, it is an impressive keepsake when you flip through them years later.
Yeah, that's and that'll at the last will and testament when everybody's sitting around the table. I'd like to see who gets the money the money package with all the scorebooks.
I would like to think that if
Hold
Josh,
on, wait. I want to explore this a little
Well,
bit.
no,
I feel as
appreciate
though
it.
perhaps you know someone who's done that.
I've met many people who have done that over the years of going to a lot of ball
Collected
games.
them from all the games they've gone to.
Yeah, well, yeah. What they do is they just they buy a new book every year.
Yes.
And then they fill it out as they go to games. So this is the 2025 book, the 2024 book.
if they can't afford a new book, have you ever known anyone to go back and erase last year's book to reuse it?
I have not seen anyone do that.
Okay, because that would cost
But
you
I
a
don't.
fortune in
But I don't know
erasers.
these people close enough. I've just seen them at games.
Okay.
And little small
Baseball
talk.
is a game of memory, and that's one of the things that was so cool about the Red Sox winning. And I remember watching the documentary "Reverse the Curse," where they showed the balloons of the Red Sox over the cemetery headstones, and it was kind of very touching moment. And I would imagine that
I prefer the Jimmy Fallon one for the Red Sox winning.
Oh, that was that fever pitch.
That's what it was. Fever pitch.
Great movie.
Yeah, it's great.
I
Really
liked it.
top
I
cinema.
liked-
No,
How
you
could I
liked
not
it
like
because there
with
was a
this-
Red Sox hat in every scene.
Because Jimmy Fallon. That's why. Those are three words that I can win any argument with.
I
Because Jimmy
ignored
Fallon.
his cutesiness in that movie. But
No, you don't. You love it.
the no, I don't. I really don't, Rob. And that's very harsh.
That is. You know what? I withdraw that. That was harsh.
A stack of those scorebooks, I would imagine, if you went back, a long time, would be kind of cool to thumb through and just see the names and then go, oh, I remember that guy. I remember that guy.
I like to think back, a lot of times now at a funeral, they will have a memory table. And it has little artifacts that are
You
important.
collect those.
Yeah. Well, no. I was thinking how fun it would be to, at a funeral, just put out a bunch of those books.
You
could read 'em.
save, though, the little pamphlet that comes
Oh,
from the funeral.
the Catholic baseball cards. I have a collection of.
You
Yeah.
do. Yeah,
And he
those.
keeps score at every funeral.
I do. And I'm winning. I'm not
Winning.
dead. Not dead yet.
If I kept score, most of the ones I've gone to, it would be a situation where the standouts for several funerals I've been to have been the stellar performances by the Catholic priests.
Yeah,
Just
they're always
stellar.
great. You know what's great about a Catholic priest, Mike, and I've seen this throughout my entire life? They never will recycle a sermon. They will never have
ever.
a prepared message that they
Right.
like to do. It's always fresh and meaningful and off the top of their head.
If Catholic priests speaking at funerals is their at bat,
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of whiffs.
Yeah, I have too.
Number one whiff with my dad when he was wearing galoshes because it was raining.
Yes.
And he stood up there with his galoshes on as though he was going out to buy a loaf of bread 5 seconds after the service. And then there was the Irish priest at my Uncle Bill Sheehan's funeral,
Yes.
who stammered and stumbled over his hobby and said leather things when he actually made belts for the family.
At my Uncle Dana's wedding, the priest was
Funeral or wedding?
I'm sorry, funeral. He was so invested that he didn't mention one of Dana's kids when he was listing all the kids that he had. And it was funny because I was sitting behind Jeremy, the one who was left out. And when he ran down the list of kids and he wasn't mentioned, Jeremy just went, "What? I'm here." But in a way, it brought more attention to Jeremy than the other kids
They are
got.
the equivalent, these priests, of the kids that are in the dugout, Josh, that are screwing around.
That have lost interest.
Even when I managed Little League, I would have liked to have a dugout monitor. I would have
Okay.
liked
Yes,
to
it's
have
the best.
a parent in that dugout keeping them straight.
What
Yes.
about a kiss-ass player? Could you trust a player that was like a brown noser to be the monitor?
No.
No.
Okay.
No, absolutely
No,
not.
no, you need an assistant coach or a mom in there.
Okay.
A mom in there, it makes it like the kids don't move at all.
Right.
That's who
Exactly.
they actually listen to.
Yeah. And, when I was coaching in Fall League, I think Carla took care of that. When you want to talk about, I'm going to show that video to Carla a little later about the harshness as well.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You should, a lot of times when you go into a brick and mortar store, they will have a TV in the waiting area. A lot of times it's on like the Home and Gardens TV network, but maybe we could just loop that harshness video for the people that are waiting without.
Carla is that harshness sometimes, is directed at my son when she'll come home from work and it'll be, did you shower? Did you take the dogs out? Did you clean your room? It's great. It's great because I think it's a.
Are you
a
sure
nice
she's
thing.
talking to him when she says all those things?
Not always. Not always.
Mike,
But,
did you shower?
before we move on, though,
Yeah.
my son got a great invite due to his high honor status in his school.
Mar-a-Lago?
No, he got an invite to go out and be part of a medical program and go to a medical school and hang out with residents
Wow.
and medical students. And it's
Has he expressed any interest other than his love for you in the field of medicine?
Yeah, yes. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I
yeah,
should know
he's
this.
done that.
Yeah.
And so it's just a great opportunity. And, as I said to my wife when I found this out, I said, of course, I think it's a great idea to go further into debt.
Yeah.
I think it is. Let's do it. Let's full steam ahead, plunge into debt where my one late mortgage payment does not allow me to get a loan of any kind because I was late on one. And they said, we'll have to revisit that in June, but it's okay. We're going to make it work. We're
Good.
going to make it work.
Good.
But
Good.
speaking of academics, who invented what evil satanic individual
Right.
was responsible for inventing the diorama? The
Oh, I think-
diorama or
I think
Rama,
it goes
Rama
back-
Lama Ding Dong.
Goes back to Greek times, I believe. It's a Greek word, I
Of
think.
course you'd know that.
Well, I
because
mean,
he's
I'm-
made
Of course
many.
you would know that.
I'm guessing.
I think the exercise of this, and it's always a type of teacher
Yeah.
that
Well,
yes,
what
go ahead.
class? Is this science or history?
English,
Sex ed.
a diorama about the book that he read,
And you mentioned yesterday it was a Pearl Harbor.
Pearl Harbor.
And that's a pretty complicated diorama to do.
But I mean,
if
he's been toiling away all week. It's due tomorrow.
Yeah.
And he's been toiling away. I mean, if you get invested, because when you see your crumb cruncher toiling away over this with an occasional moment of frustration and an occasional tear because something didn't go quite as well as he had wanted, and you look at that and you look at it and you say, okay, there it is. They're all going to look like that.
Yeah.
And then they're going to put them out. And
unless, do you have people that parents do all their work for them? Like stuff on that?
Yeah,
I'm
like
sure there is.
you could roll into the school and see a diorama that was done by a mom or dad. You could.
I remember, I think it was 5th grade when we were studying ancient civilizations like Sumer. And they built one of the, and I wondered, is he given the option to do a diorama or anything else, and he chose diorama, or was diorama assigned?
I think it was the project was exclusively a diorama, and little Tommy's done by using his dad's 3D printer. How about that? No,
well, I remember
know
seeing some that were made of like clay. There was a Lego Sumerian temple, and then one guy comes in. Both his parents are carrying it because it's huge. It's like a 4-foot tall Sumerian temple with trees.
You want to kill
all
him,
this,
although that's too harsh.
And wait, he says, I need to put this down near an outlet. It's lit from inside. And even as a 4th grader, I wanted to kill him.
Yeah,
because I think what I did was a report.
When I drop off, and I will have to drop off tomorrow because this is not a bus transport item here.
Well, and you got to carry the fireworks.
But traditionally, they go in the fireworks. And we have the pyrotechnics.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
You have to transport the thing, and the traditional use of the shoebox is used for the diorama. That's what seems to be what they do more often than not.
Kid shoebox, adult shoebox. How big is his shoebox?
It contained previously one of my golf shoes. It contained golf shoes.
It's a Chinese box.
No,
they just don't come in boxes.
Oh, I didn't know. I'd not bought shoes yet.
Sure they don't.
You're the man. That is so true. Josh is right. I've never gotten a shoe from a Chinese company that came in a box.
Nope. What are they in bags mostly?
Bags, plastic bags.
Well, that's good.
Maybe with like a little cheap fabric cloth wrapped around it.
Or the bag,
paper, or like paper,
tissue paper.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So it's an American.
I at the last tournament took advantage of a pretty decent sale and moved into the name brand because my feet have been hurting.
If he had wanted it, I could have given him one of my shoe boxes, and he could have used full-size models for the people.
Rob has large feet.
We're talking large.
We're talking really big. So there it is. But I went, early this morning as I came out and looked at my kitchen table, which was stem to stern, absolutely filled with all the little pieces and the little fake ocean and the little fake boats and the little fake explosions made with cotton balls and the little fake and I was looking at it and one thing I look, there were a lot of emotions, there were a lot of feelings that went through, but one of them that wasn't there was me standing over and going, wow.
Yeah, I hear you. You have to wonder what this teacher wants them to get out of building a diorama.
I don't think
because it's much less
fault.
It's much less about history than it is art.
I think it's SOP. I think it's standard operating procedure for.
Well, then what does any teacher want?
I don't know.
Because you're not going to cram in details of a bombing.
I think the point is that you end up looking at the details so much as you're trying to build it that you end up remembering facts
retaining
about
that.
And retaining
there you
it.
go.
Years later, you'll remember.
I know that
Josh thing you built.
Josh got a lot of his crucifixion diorama that he did. It made him think. And it made him learn. Every Easter, yes.
Easter, he had that. So
last year, Mike, the villains that were crucified on either side of Christ, he made them us, which I thought was nice that you and I were pictured in the diorama.
Josh's diorama of the crucifixion.
Yes.
Easter just around the corner,
And do you remember the name of it? Very clever. He called it Crucifact or Crucifixion. And it was a true-false game.
It's two guys with high foreheads on either side of them, and soon you will be with me in paradise, he said to... Did he say that to you or me? I forgot.
He said it to everyone.
You were the more chatty one up there.
Yeah, I was. I couldn't shut up.
I was being way harsh when I was doing that. But look, I just I know that, God love him at his age now. He kind of takes the that's where mommy comes into play. I'm not a diorama kind of guy. I just and I think haven't they in their practical use, can't they be used in architecture to demonstrate what something might look like?
Yes.
Or
and in museums, I mean, big dioramas.
What's that, Josh?
Yeah, we've used them at work and stuff all the time on what things will look like. A lot of that has changed now to VR, where it'll be like, instead it'll be, hey, put on these goggles and you can see what it's like.
Oh, really? You actually do an immersive look. What since you've been at this back into the field again with your gig, is there anything, because I like to pick your brain on it once in a while. Josh does smart home technology and innovative high-end electronics that go into homes. Is there anything around the corner or anything you've been aware of that's like super cool or anything like that that's happening?
Everything's moves at a kind of a slow pace, and now it's everyone figuring out AI and how AI can help. And
how does AI help in a home theater?
Well, in the home theater, it would be suggesting movies you like.
Okay.
And it's stuff like I can go into the room and say, by voice, turn on The Sopranos episode 2 or season 2, episode 3, and start at 15 minutes into the episode.
And it'll do it.
Cue all that and do all that.
I get on my feed with the weird stuff that I get on my feed. And I've talked about this before on the show, that I get the thing where they go into a living room and the living room has a concrete floor that's been excavated, and they put down these old timbers in the living room floor, and then they fill the other part with this epoxy, which
the goo.
is the goo that red, looks like fire going through it, and then they cover it with a varnish type, and then they buff it
polish
up.
it.
Is that based in any kind of reality, or is that complete AI BS?
It's based in a little bit of reality.
So
I mean, you could do that.
The flooring, have you seen high-end flooring like this where they do something special with the floor? Because I've watched it.
No, it never. I've seen it in cheap homes. I know that I've seen it done with pennies, and then they paint it on. But no, it never looks good.
It doesn't
I've seen
look
it
good?
done.
No.
I've seen it done with albums where people put
That's true.
vinyl records underneath, and that looks kind of neat.
But that's more like on a table, isn't it?
No,
Really?
it's a floor.
Yeah, but they'll do the same thing on the floor.
I can't imagine it being practical, and the amount of, Josh, correct me if I'm wrong, wouldn't you have to stay off the floor for a week for it to dry properly so you can polish it? I mean, it's a big undertaking. Yeah.
I'm sure it's sticky the next couple of days.
Yeah.
And I don't know how well it
But
holds
it's
up.
something that, even though I may be seeing AI versions of it, it is something that might be a thing where people are surrounding the,
But not the ones that you see on AI, because AI shows massive tree trunks or a school of fish.
Right.
And that stuff's not. You can't put an aquarium in epoxy.
If you did it, Mike, would you do timbers or would you put something else sealed in epoxy in your floor? What would you put?
Ex-wife. No,
have to
that's
be a big
harsh.
room.
No,
It would have to
that's
be a big
harsh.
room.
Stop.
Maybe a nice Pearl
Michael.
Harbor scene.
What's a Pearl Harbor scene?
That'd be
I will
good.
tell you this, that I should probably be mad that I'm bringing it up. But you know how Carla's company, Derm Glow Skin, has provided the telehealth company she works for, provided that spray, that lust spray or whatever, the Elate spray.
It increases circulation.
Well, it comes with a device as well.
I thought, according to the copy, if you ordered before Valentine's Day, you got
testing my shot.
today's show in 3D, which is exciting. It comes with 3 gifts. That was what the copy said.
Well, it does, and one of them is like a
personal massager.
A personal massager. And my son was looking for colored pencils the other night and stumbled upon it. And hilarity ensued. I am biting my lower lip as he is going over this with Mama. And it is too funny because now, with the age of the internet, these kids, there's nothing they don't know about.
Yeah.
And
so he knew what he found immediately.
He knew what he found immediately, and it was hilarity.
At risk of
ensued.
being too graphic, does it have a shape to it? Is it sort of a generic
Well, I'm sure
shape?
it does. I haven't seen it. I actually haven't seen it.
All right.
But
Michael knows it better than you.
Yeah. That's
the thing about it is, Carla works with her mom.
Yeah.
And Linda has a tendency to, how shall I put this non-harshly, take something that might be embarrassing and kind of emphasize it a little
amplify
bit.
it, maybe?
Amplify it would be a much better word. Thank you for that.
Okay.
And the comment that was made to her when Carla shared the fact that Michael discovered this was this. Well, if he knows, that means all of his friends know.
Great. Thanks.
I'm sure that's true.
That's absolutely true. That's the way they roll, baby.
I know what they're
That
talking
is
about in the dugout.
Yeah.
That's why they weren't paying attention at the game last night. The game we lost. Harsh. Anyway, we got to step out for just a second. We will be right back. Got a big news packet all over the place today. We'll be right back, everybody. Folks, I'm not getting any younger. In fact, none of us are. It seemed like energy crashes at 2 p.m. became my new normal. So naturally, I went down to the internet rabbit hole and started Googling symptoms like a hypochondriac. Low T kept coming up. Here's the thing. Doctors act like testosterone replacement therapy is no big deal. Just weekly shots for the rest of your life. Cool. Thanks, doc. Then you dig deeper and you realize what you're actually signing up for. $3,000 a year to shut down your body's natural production forever. Terrifying. So I'm making things easier on my body the natural way. I'm taking Mars Men, a natural testosterone stack that optimizes your body's ability to forge usable testosterone. Mars Men is like hitting the reset button on your hormone factory instead of shutting it down. It gives me more consistent energy, stronger lifts, and better focus. It's a steady drive all day, not the quick spike you get from caffeine or injections. Plus, there's a 90-day money-back guarantee, so there's no risk. Thousands of guys are feeling incredible results. Just check it out. Check out the reviews on the website and see for yourself. For a limited time, TMOS listeners get 50% off for life plus free shipping and 3 free gifts at mengotomars.com. It's a perfect way to start feeling strong right away. That's mengotomars.com for 50% off and 3 free gifts when you check out. After your purchase, they're going to ask you where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them that TMOS sent you.
Beautiful.
That guy was an astronaut.
Yeah, but Mike with 2 S's.
Programming note for all of you tonight at 7 p.m. We will be doing the live bonus show in the
Check your
evening.
email.
Yes.
So check it out, and be a great time to jump on the bonus show subscription bandwagon if you want to do that. But we will all be together this evening, and I have been informed by the 2 principals on my left and right that I better get the Mr. Beast chocolate bars because we're going to have a taste test tonight.
Feastables,
And,
Mike.
the Feastables, and if I don't, I got to eat that.
The fermented tofu, which has been in the offing for a few days.
I don't.
I like that you are going to be thinking about this throughout the day. Do I feel like going out, or should I just not go out and I'll eat the tofu and be done with it?
This is not going out. That means that is the result of me not getting the chocolate bars. This is me just forgetting. This is Rob has experienced this with me since I've been in my 30s, 40s. That I'm not sure why my brain misses certain things that it's like a black hole.
I think it has to do with an innate hatred of Mr. Beast. And I
could
think
be right. I'm not a fan.
I think deep down you're feeling that it's okay if you don't promote this. I hate Mr. Beast too. I forgot on Monday. So I mean, I'm in the same boat.
He's everything we're not, Rob. He's young, he's rich, he's just he's successful.
Robert brought up an interesting point.
Not harsh.
He said
he's not harsh.
He is not harsh.
Bingo.
At all.
Bingo.
But Robert
baby.
brought up a great point about Mr. Beast is when he smiles, he looks like a kid who doesn't know how to smile. That's his kind of smile.
Yeah.
And I don't trust that. I don't like that.
And have you sampled the chocolate yet, Rob?
I have not. Mine are still wrapped in their wrappers.
Josh has. Josh
Yes.
ate his already.
Oh, it couldn't sit on my desk all weekend.
He likes candy. That's
He does.
If we don't do
great.
it tonight, these will be eaten as well.
Okay,
Yeah.
delish. We're going to start today with Savannah Guthrie again. I know this story keeps growing. Today's show host Savannah Guthrie announced that the family is offering a reward. She did this on Tuesday of up to $1 million for the recovery of Nancy. Savannah is one of Nancy's daughter.
Right.
Here's the quote: "We still believe in a miracle. We still believe that she can come home. Hope against hope." Savannah said in the video she may have already gone home to the Lord that she loves and is dancing in heaven with her mom and her dad and with her beloved brother Pierce and with our daddy. And if this is what it is to be, then we will accept it. But we need to know where she is. We need her to come home. It really will always linger that this is a strange story.
Always weird. And also,
based on the woman's age. It just doesn't make a lot of sense.
They haven't emphasized it lately, but I seem to remember when the kidnapping or the whatever just had happened, she's reliant on medicine.
Yeah.
You know, she's in good health, but she's reliant on medicine. And that's the scariest thing because she could be, you know, that's not the kind of thing they're going to allow for.
It's a drag, and we have another drag story here that I have to share with you. Martin Short's daughter, Catherine, has died of an apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound. She was only 42.
Really?
Catherine was one of 3 children adopted by Martin and his late wife, Nancy Dolman, who died of ovarian cancer in 2010. Martin's rep said, quote, "It is with profound grief that we confirm the passing of Catherine Hartley Short. The Short family is devastated by this loss and asked for privacy at this time. Catherine was beloved by all and will be remembered for the light and joy she brought into the world." Short was scheduled to do a show with Steve Martin on Friday in Milwaukee. It has been postponed. It's strange when you get a story about a tragedy from somebody who is, you know, represents such lightness and fun and laughter and all
genuinely
that stuff.
well liked in the showbiz community. It does remind me of some years ago when he was on the 3rd or 5th or 10th hour of the Today Show with Hoda and Kathy Lee. And Kathy Lee went on and on about what a lovely relationship he has with his wife, not knowing that she was dead of ovarian cancer.
Oh, that's
and he had to break it live on television, and it was the cringiest thing ever. To me, he's an amazing comic, and it troubles me that he has to go through this.
It sucks.
Really
it's a drag. Let's lighten the mood a little bit.
Okay.
Let's talk about one of my favorite icons and one of the most beautiful women in Hollywood, in my humble opinion, Halle Berry.
Oh, yes.
If you are lucky enough to land yourself in bed with Halle Berry, you better work, because she's not going to fake it for you. She's done with that kind of acting. She says, if I first, like you first,
Yeah.
well, the quote was, quote, "I first, like you first to you," whatever that means. She adds, quote,
Sounds to me like she's self-important.
Well, no, I think she's older and she wants what she wants.
Do you think she is a good communicator? Do you think she invites her boyfriends to make her feel good?
I saw the movie with Billy Bob where it's like, make me feel good. She adds, "We both deserve to have this be a mutually enjoyable experience, so we both can roll over and go to sleep because we feel good, not one snoring and the other one looking at the ceiling going, what the hell?" Now, to me, this is just my opinion, my 2 cents on this. I would believe that this would put a tremendous amount of pressure. She is engaged to a gentleman named Van Hunt.
That was an old reality show. Did you watch that?
Van Hunt. Oh,
yeah, you had to go buy it.
When they find the real naughty one in the woods with the gold.
Oh, God, in the back window that was shaped like a teardrop. That was
Van has been around with her for, they've been a couple for 6 years. In an interview a few years ago, she said that, quote, "It took me a minute to get it right, but I have a real belief that this is it. This is my person." And now she's, isn't it a bad sign when she's talking about satisfaction? Isn't it? If that's top of mind for her, do you think Mr. Hunt is getting the job done, or do you think she's complaining?
Does she have a movie coming out? This sounds like the kind of story that someone will release when they have a movie coming out.
Yeah,
it's definitely. It's not.
And I hope
she
that
doesn't
Van
just do interviews.
I hope that Van stays hydrated.
Well, I think still, I hope it's filled with Hallie being, a sexual being. I think she's one of the great, hottest screen icons that have ever existed, in my humble opinion.
Well, you can go see her in Crime 101, now in theaters.
Now in theater, there it is.
Okay.
Crime 101, ladies and gentlemen. So there. Hey, Taylor Sheridan's next project has nothing to do with Yellowstone. It is a nonfiction book. Do you know what the nonfiction book is about?
Maybe 200 pages?
I'm talking about the subject matter.
Oh, I don't know. No, I don't know the topic.
Going well.
Sorry, Rob.
What?
That was harsh.
Well, to be fair, it wasn't a very good joke. But yes, I think we can agree that we meet in the middle.
And I don't think this counts because if he's writing a book, it'll still be a movie eventually anyway.
Well, I would read this book, even though I don't plan on needing this book, but it is a book about surviving behind bars. The book is called How to Not Die in Prison. And he co-wrote it with an ex-con named Tom Nelson. What a fascinating book.
No, this is movie research.
It is.
You think so?
It's spin. Yeah,
Gotta
he's
be.
got a movie coming out eventually.
Yeah.
With this.
It's coming out. The book is coming out in June. Taylor calls it, quote, a no BS, darkly funny survival guide to life in a maximum security prison. I'm interested in that subject. You
And
guys
also,
wouldn't,
it's knowledge that would come in handy.
if you were, a criminal.
That's true. It sounds to me, this also sounds like a cash grab that's going to promote something else.
You guys are like, you're channeling Alex Jones. Everything's not a conspiracy. I think if it's a legitimate book that comes out, I think the subject matter would interest me. I would be fascinated.
I know he writes every screenplay. Has he ever written a book?
I'm not sure, but he's an amazing writer.
He is a good writer, yeah.
And his new show, The Madison, premieres in 2 weeks.
So everything is a conspiracy. Well, is that gonna? That might be every story that I read every day, boys.
I think it is. Yes.
No, it's not.
If you want to poop on all my stories, I'm just trying to make a living here, for Christ's sake.
The Hallie thing is a pure cash grab. I'm on the fence with.
Let me tell you what the book has.
He's selling a book.
It.
That's a straight cash grab.
Lessons will include how to survive a prison riot, a lockdown, a stabbing, a hit, and solitary confinement. Plus, how to get a job, not go insane. I guess that's a prison job.
Yeah.
Not go insane, make prison ramen. I love this. Give a prison tat, and allegedly make a shiv. He adds, quote, I've never been to prison, but like every man, I've certainly wondered how I would survive. I have. Have you guys ever thought about it?
I've thought about it.
I think every guy probably. Josh,
I don't think so. I don't think
Josh
I've
has never thought about it.
No. I don't think so.
For example, I would not want a job in the laundry. I'd want a job in the prison library.
Do you know how lovely my bride is?
Yes, I
do.
10 of 10.
I did not know that she was in the room until the delightful scent of her whatever wonderful product she's wearing today wafted into my nostrils, and man, oh man.
I can do the same thing with Carrie, except it's me that's making the smell.
What?
I'm shipping that out today.
She's shipping one of our TMOS hats out.
Oh, that's
one
a good
of our ball
hat.
caps.
Love
There
it.
you go.
Yeah.
That's one of our hats. It's got the Mike O'Mara show.
You know
on
what,
the back
Mike?
of it.
Just for an added bonus to the recipient, put it on for a sec. Game worn. No, not there.
Enjoy.
My hat smells funny.
There you go.
Game worn hat.
Do you want to
There
say
you go.
hi? Do you want to come around and say hi to everybody? No? Okay.
He's busy.
I told the story about what Michael found in your drawer.
Yeah, he said he thought it was an air diffuser at first.
He thought it was an air diffuser?
Yeah, and then
the hell's an air diffuser?
And he turned it on. He's like,
And then he turned it on. He turned it on? He turned it on. Isn't that
Yeah,
special?
that is.
Anyway, he said Taylor Sheridan said he's never been to prison, but he's wondered, like we all have, about that. Except for Josh. Josh hasn't wondered. He just wonders about
Josh has
I guess I got to read the book.
Well, no, Josh has his faith in God. He'll never go to
Oh,
prison.
you magnificent bastard, I read your book. McDonald's has unveiled their new Big Archburger.
Is it named after Arch Campbell?
Does who knows who Arch Campbell is?
I would say
Who in our audience now knows who Arch Campbell is?
22% of our audience knows
Not
who Arch
even
Campbell
close
is.
to that. Arch Campbell,
Someone in the chat, tell me that you know who Arch Campbell is. I
TV
guarantee.
personality in Washington.
Yes.
A very nice man.
Okay.
Let's see. The Arch Burger will be arriving throughout the U.S. next Tuesday, but only for a limited time.
Buy it now.
They say it is their biggest and boldest burger yet. It features 2 quarter-pound patties, 3 slices of white cheddar, crispy onions, slivered raw onions, lettuce, and pickles. It comes with Big Arch sauce,
Boo.
which is a perfect balance of mustard, pickle, and sweet tomato flavors, as well as a toasted sesame and poppy seed coated bun. And the burger is big in more ways than one. The Big Arch weighs in at 1,057 calories.
Wow. You would have to limit yourself to a few a day at that.
Maybe a lunchtime show next week.
Oh my God! Yeah, I'll have to plan for it because
But
I'll
to
have
what you've described,
like 800
Mike-
calories left for the entire day after that.
What you described to me is the double quarter pounder with the addition of Big Mac sauce. Make no mistake, that's what it is, and an extra
Well,
piece
no,
of
that's
cheese.
a different sauce.
Oh,
The way
I'm
they
sure. I
describe
bet
it
it's
with
the same.
mustard and pickles does not sound like Big Mac sauce.
I bet it's the same because the tomato will make it sweet. I think it's going to be very much the same.
Okay, you cynics.
I'm
Which
not
is
cynical. I'm just saying that they're, the extra piece of cheese.
1,057, more than 3 times the calorie count of a cheeseburger at Mickey D's. That comes in at 303 calories and double the count of a Big Mac. Big Mac, 509 calories.
That's
Half
not
the
as many as I
calories.
thought.
I'm surprised at that too.
Yeah.
There's no price info, but one estimate says it'll run you around 45 to 50. No, it's 12 or $15 for a meal.
No, but I think that's all their meals. I think if you get a Big
$15
Mac
though?
meal, it's like $11.
That's ridiculous now.
That is so ridiculous. I had an amazing hamburger yesterday for $11 from a real restaurant. And I can't see myself
Did you
paying
go in or did you get it in a drive-through?
Actually, Mike, we had it DoorDash to us.
Oh,
Yeah.
from a fast foodie kind of place?
No,
Or-
it's a burger joint. It's called La Bira. It's an Argentinian beef hamburger place.
Did
It's
Kathy
amazing.
hip you to it?
Yeah, well, I found it, and we've been there 3 or 4 times now. I found it.
Really?
It's arguably the best burger in Miami.
Really?
Depending on what source you cite. Yeah, it's
Cool.
great.
Very, very,
So
very
good.
cool. I like that. I love places like that. The canned water brand Liquid Death is selling the first ever music streaming urn. So when you're dead and gone, your ashes can keep rocking out. It's called the Eternal Playlist Urn. They teamed up with Spotify for it. There's a built-in Bluetooth speaker in the lid. So the music plays inside the urn.
So you're not even going to hear the music outside the urn?
No, you'll just hear muffled.
That's not great.
They only made 150 of them, so they'll probably sell it quickly, or maybe they already have. They're still available at blah, 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 blah. I'm not giving them an ad. They made a jokey ad for it that says it's a serious upgrade for your post-life experience. The ad also cites a stat that claims music can reduce your odds of a haunting by 47%.
Okay, so now they're making up statistics.
The price tag might affect your current life experience, though, or at least your balance. They're not cheap. Each earn $495.
Too much. And since it's an urn, shouldn't it be from powdered death, not liquid death?
How much is a Greek urn? About 450. That's how long ago that joke. 450 was the minimum wage.
I love
back
it.
then.
I love it.
Finally, today there's apparently a dieting trend on Chinese social media.
Chinese.
It's called plastic wrap eating, where people are lining their mouth with plastic cling wrap. Cling wrap was, oddly enough, my kung fu instructor. You'll have to go see cling wrap.
Didn't you get the beige belt?
It's wonderful.
It was.
Anyway, you put you cover your mouth with cling wrap, put a bite of food in, and then you chew it and spit it out, and then you throw it away. The idea is that this tricks your brain into believing you're eating, and apparently some people say your taste buds actually taste the food somehow. So
Well,
you get
through your
that
nose.
too.
You smell it.
You do smell it, yeah.
But not the calories. This mouth condom is supposedly a weight loss hack, but it's very dangerous for many reasons. Experts worry that it could intensify cravings over time because stimulating or simulating eating does not provide the body with energy or nourishment. Duh.
Right.
There's also a concern that doing stuff like this rewires your brain and can lead you to developing serious eating disorders. On top of that, you're chewing on plastics, and we all know what a problem microplastics are, people.
Exactly. Don't do that.
Yes,
Well, it reminds me of that big piece of plastic the dentist used to put in your mouth. To
Oh, yeah, that's kind of a mouth condom, too.
Yeah.
Right? Worst of all, there's the obvious risk of choking since you're literally putting a plastic film in your mouth to block your throat. The good news is that you can eat your chips in the store and put them right back on the shelf.
Gross.
Yeah, same with those grapes.
Yes, or your Mr. Beast bar. Just like, it's all soft, Mommy. It's all soft now.
Didn't Elton John say he would chew food and spit it out? I mean, I don't think you need plastic wrap for that diet to work. You could probably
wasn't
just
food.
chew it.
We'll be right back, everybody. Do you ever stop and wonder if any modern day idiots walk among us during these desperate times? Well, they most certainly do. They're the dorks who gladly listen to the free show Monday through Thursday without being a part of the TMOS bonus show family. This is rude behavior, to be sure. But do we hate you? No. We just wish you all the joy that comes with unfettered access to all the TMOS content, because better access means more fun. You deserve more, like our state-of-the-art TMOS extras, fun and unpredictable extra content that you won't get anywhere else. Or sign up for commercial-free TMOS, which also includes the bonus show every week. Remember, your bonus subscription is the power behind everything TMOS. So when you grab that bonus subscription, you're making sure all the great stuff keeps on a-coming. For additional details, visit the bonus show tab at MikeO'MaraShow.com. Get on it! Grip it! Rip it!
Hey, Mike, we're back.
No, I'm sorry. Sorry about that.
People don't know what face you make when we go away to commercials.
I like to have fun with new things we're doing on the show. Welcome back. It's time to talk for a second or two here about a little Josh Soroka fun.
Oh, I love Josh Fun.
Josh Fun is look. You might not know this to look at him, but Josh likes to have fun. Josh is a fun guy.
Mm-hmm. Well, Kelly and I like to go out and do things, and not just sit around the house all day. So we've been looking at other options, and what I never said we would do, I think we're going to do.
Hold on, what you never said, or what you said you would never do?
Yes.
Swing?
Okay.
No. No.
Hold on.
In fact,
before you
this
move
might
on.
be dirtier.
Okay. Swinging.
So he doesn't have rocks in his
Does
yard.
it involve any retail element?
No. It involves driving about 2 hours.
Oh, so it does involve a little bit of travel.
Does it involve any physical activity?
Yeah. I mean, there's money being spent, and yes.
Is there a chance
there'll be lots of walking?
You're driving 2 hours to do something, so it's an activity. It's an activity.
It's an activity.
Is it something that when you spend the money, there's a chance you get some of your money back?
No.
Is it?
No, there's a good chance you get to spend more money.
Oh, okay.
Is it quail hunting?
No.
Oh, I know what it is.
I don't think I'd have to pay to do that. I think I could just go do that.
I know what it is, Mike. He's going to build a bear.
No,
we are
you
going
have to travel that far to go.
We are going to get, for her and I, not the kids, Disney season passes for the year to go down to Disney World and walk around, get on the occasional rides, people watch, and try not to become a Disney adult.
I am so jealous. That is awesome. How many trips do you have to make up for the cost?
3.
Only 3?
It's like 2.5. So 3 trips, and you've paid for it.
How long does it take you to drive to Disney?
Like an hour and 50 minutes.
That's like me going to KD. That's in your backyard. That is
that's what
cool.
we're thinking. And they've got a cheap pass that you can only go Monday through Friday.
One of the things you guys bond on is your love of theme parks.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. And what we we like just going and walking around, being outside, people watching, and it seems like a nice place to do that.
Very clean.
We're gonna get they have a cheap Monday through Friday pass. So our idea is we'll just cut out of work early once in a while and head down there for an evening.
Like
dinner.
right before beautiful video, you're out of here.
Well, the second job. This one I'll be good with.
Okay. I'm sorry.
I think, look, you know me in theme parks. I'm somebody that I'd love to say poo-poo to that, but I think it's a cool thing to do if you're into that type of thing. I think there's some, and by the way,
I just
don't
have
know
the fear of being a Disney adult.
No, that's in your hands. You can control that.
There's too many weirdos.
You don't. You're not. I don't think you, Rob, have a clear view of this. I think I have a clearer view of this because you are.
I watch a lot of YouTube videos about theme parks, which is sad. I know, but when you see a Disney adult that it
pathetic.
Yeah. Has the lanyards with like 200 pins.
And they're swapping pins and everything. And they're
7
saying,
magnets on the back of their car.
Yeah, like the fried pickles are better in Fantasyland
Scoob,
than they
I
are
agree
in front
with
of
you. But I'm for the purpose of this conversation. Scoob says I would rather stick pins in my eyes
Yes,
than go to Disney. Yes,
but we're not going to get it for the kids.
Mm-hmm.
So there's none of that. We figure we go down. I'm not waiting in any long lines because who cares? We'll hit that ride next time. We'll see that show. We'll go down, see shows, have dinner, people watch.
What about is parking included?
Parking is included.
Do you believe that by the end of the year, if you do that, you've already done it? Have you already done it?
No, in next week or two.
Next week or two. Do you think by the end of the year, since you get a yearly pass, that's a Florida resident thing, right?
Yeah,
it's a Florida resident.
It's like $400 for the year.
And don't you think that you will be an expert on all things Disney by the end of the year?
Oh,
even
navigating
though you won't be
the
one
park.
of the Disney adults, you'll be an expert on navigating the park.
Yeah, it'll be like when I went to King's Dominion with Rob, and he knows where every ride is and the shortcuts to get to them and all that. I would imagine so.
And you will learn also probably the true peak times of when to go and when not to go.
Well, that's beautiful. On the days that he picks, even if it's random, it's a light day at the park. How great is that?
Well, what's great is all the spring breaks and all the time that kids are there, like holidays, Memorial Day, 4th of July week, all the stuff where it's the big crowds is blacked out. So I can't go on those days, which is what I don't want anyway.
I've listed some things here. Since you're going to do something fun, I think I'm going to share what I would do. What I would do before I would get a year pass to Disney. Put my hand on an open stove. Kiss a poisonous snake.
Actually, they offer that in Adventureland.
That's exciting. That's very exciting. No, if you're into that, but,
I think it'll be fun just to be outside.
Yeah, and it is a beautiful park. Josh, I got to know: is there a discount on merch and food? Sometimes they come.
There is.
Man, you're making
and you can
this is a
and you
smart
can get a friend in
stop
at
it.
and you can get a friend in at a discounted rate.
$400.
I'll be there in 20 minutes.
Christ.
Well, Mike,
Please.
that's. I mean, if you want to go to Disney, you're spending the money anyway. So.
And it allows you to jump around all the parks and go to whichever ones you want. Which
Just
I think
imagine
that
how
ticket for one day is like $170.
Just imagine how skilled you will become at identifying various forms of body odor.
Yes, and rashes.
It's a little joke, Josh. It's just a little joke. Come on,
I'm
now.
with you. I was thinking,
pick your head up and participate.
No, I
Come
think
on
what
now.
it'll do is the number of people I will see in the park will just bring show content.
I think it will. I think it will, and I'm excited for it. I think this is look. Do you have, unlike Spiewak, a kind of set time that you will spend in the park? Like if you blast out at, let's say, 2:00 in the afternoon, you're going to get there by 3:34. How long do you think you'll spend in the park?
I think one park closes at like 7, the other at 8, then it's 9 and 10. I think we could be there till 8, maybe 3-4 hours.
It's not like Rob Spiewak, who, by the way, arrives like at opening time and leaves
I'm a
at
rope drop
closing
guy.
time.
Yeah, I'm a rope drop guy. I like to get there when it's open. But then
you also stay till it's closed.
Exactly. I'd like to be the last one out.
But
I
that's
hope
also
someday
the
to be
advantage of us
locked
going in the evening is a lot of those rope drop people are done and have
Yeah.
moved on.
Now, you know what you could do? You could zip up there and grab like a German meal in Epcot,
That's the idea.
and you get the
Yes.
discount.
Oh, so I have a feeling we'll spend most of our time in Epcot.
And the discount, I think, you only spend like $600-700 for a meal,
Exactly.
which is really, really cool.
Yeah.
They charge
I don't think they
Are
have
there
a Chili's.
As far as Disney, and by the way, do they have the same kind of deal at Universal? Which is, to me,
I'm
the
sure
better
they
theme
do.
park?
Yeah.
They do, but I am not a roller coaster guy.
Oh, okay.
So
All
that
right.
leans me more towards the Disney type experience
Do
rides.
you have a particular attraction at Disney World that you look forward to more than others? I'm sure you've looked into. Why are you covering your mouth, Rob? Why?
Mike, because you don't know what's opening this fall, is at Disney World, the Magic Kingdom has the Hall of Prophets.
There he goes. Another one. Is there anything you're like excited about? That's come? They're always like every 10 years or so putting something new in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Okay.
I know what my favorite rides were last time I went there.
Teacup?
A few years ago. No, I get so sick on the teacups.
Okay. Did you
Oh.
enjoy the castle? Castle's good.
I don't
Haunted,
think you go in the
Haunted
castle.
Mansion.
Haunted
No,
Mansion's
no,
great.
I enjoyed the Avatar ride when I went a few years ago.
Ooh,
I thought that was
sounds like fun. As far as the food, do you have a particular international restaurant that you look forward to going?
I
Epcot,
haven't
yeah.
looked. I haven't
Yeah.
looked.
Oh, you haven't? Have you eaten at Epcot? Have you eaten at the Epcot Center?
I've never. So here's the deal. I've-
Epcot, Mike, are you
I've always
referring to
gone-
the experimental prototypical city of tomorrow center?
There, he knows the name of it. Epcot.
I will say at the Magic Kingdom, my favorite ride is the one with the animatronics where they're telling you about the future.
Oh yeah,
The Carousel of Progress.
that's
You
a
know
good
that,
one.
Rob?
Of course.
Yeah. You get
There's
to
a
sit-
great, big, beautiful tomorrow.
Yeah, that one. The
God.
air conditioning works great in that building.
It does.
It's a great.
Will you take in the Hall of Presidents occasionally?
Oh, I'm sure we will.
Yeah, you want to get into there the
We
next
got to
3
show our
years.
respect.
Yeah. Mike is
Welcome
being
to the Hall of Presidents.
But see, I've always gone with kids, so the food and stuff has always been like, let's grab the cheap stuff.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
it's
I
with
like the
whole
one
family.
thing you did say, though.
What's
the
that?
people watching.
It's Mike, and you know what? That's
It's
the best part of it. It really
It
is.
I think, and I know that you and your wife are not big drinkers, but I predict that you will be by the end of the year.
Well,
Because,
no
you know-
alcohol in the Magic Kingdom. You've
Well,
got to go to Epcot to drink.
And I will have the fancy new car to drive me home.
Oh, that's true.
They have no booze at all in the Magic Kingdom?
I don't think so. I think that Walt makes it dry.
But
Walt
Epcot
made
does.
it dry.
Epcot's got
Epcot
plenty.
does have plenty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if Walt made you drink in there, or you were allowed to drink, you'd be like, "This is the most overpriced crap I've ever seen in my life." There it goes. Yeah.
Now, there is sort of a TikTok trend of a year or so ago where people would go to a bar in every country in Epcot and have a drink and then just be plastered by the end of it and, broadcast themselves drunk at Disney. So I'm sad that Josh can't do that, but I bet he eats a lot of Dole Whips.
I expect one thing out of this. Yes, show content, fantastic idea. I love anything that brings interesting subject matter, and I think that the first incident that happens, I will look forward to hearing about it. But I also think for our listening audience, we'll be able to pick your brain about all things Disney.
Yeah.
See, and that's my fear. I don't want to be the Disney guy.
Well,
But I
no,
will
you
be.
you will
I
be
will
a
be for this
critic.
show.
Yeah, I'm excited. We're looking to you to be a critic, not like an enthusiast.
when you had this, first of all, was this your idea or your wife's idea?
It was my idea.
Now,
Was
when
it
you did
really?
this,
I was looking for. We're in North Florida. I'm looking for things to go out and do.
Okay.
All right, let me ask this. Have you thought about maybe, best case scenario, the number of times you'll visit?
Yes, because we haven't purchased it yet because I've tried to look at the calendar. And the goal is probably, remember, it'd be every other week we don't have the kids. So the goal is probably to try to go down once a month.
Once a month
That's
at Disney?
perfect.
As far as I'm concerned, I would rather be flayed.
No.
The old
Come on.
medieval torture.
If it was
the
Mike-
old medieval torture of flaying,
If you were prepaid and you were working against a ticket that you already spent money on and you could just go into it's just for taking a walk around a beautiful facility. That's
Hey, I got
you
a
got
question,
that.
and I know why one person's excited about this who has been spending a lot of time in Florida. Let me ask you this, Josh. It'll be your pass, right?
Yes.
There's no workaround. You couldn't like slide it over to your boy to the left there. So he can
I'm
but
sure
I
it's a photo pass.
No, but
yeah.
I can get him in for like $100 a day.
What do you think about that, Rob?
I try to get it lower.
Okay, that's interesting.
No, but you know what? I would
Yeah.
do it. And as a matter of fact, there is a train that is about maybe 0.2 of a mile from my dad's
the one
condo.
from
That's
Miami
true.
to Orlando.
I could
right.
be there in no time.
All right, well, I'll invite you. We'll
Thank
see if
you.
you're still in Miami. We'll make
Yeah.
it happen.
You
I
know what?
love it.
And if you're able to pull that off, set the date up. I'll come up to Disney too.
No, you won't.
No, you
No,
won't.
I won't.
At all. You'll be too busy buying Mr. Beast chocolate.
That's yeah. I get it. No, I am gonna get the candy bars.
I cannot wait.
I swear to God. We'll step out for a second. Come right back. You're listening to the Mike O'Mara Show. Nothing hits home like home cooking. And HelloFresh makes it unbelievably easy to enjoy feel-good, flavor-packed meals night after night after night. Now, as you know, I'm a bit of a kitchen wizard, but let's be honest, there isn't always time to go full gourmet. That's why I love HelloFresh. It brings everyone to the table with meals that are simple, satisfying, and perfect for busy weeknights. Choose from over 100 recipes every week, featuring cuisines from around the world. Bigger portions to keep everyone happy. You'll find more than 35 high-protein options weekly, including new Mediterranean and GLP-1 friendly recipes. Enjoy meals with 3 times the seafood at no extra cost. Or elevate dinner with new grass-fed steak ribeyes that are guaranteed to impress. Because when dinner tastes this good, nothing hits like home cooking. I use HelloFresh. My whole family loves it. You should too. Go to HelloFresh.com/TMOS10FM to get 10 free meals plus a free Zwilling knife. That is a $144.99 value on your third box. Offer valid while supplies last. Free meals applied as discount on first box. New subscribers only. Varies by plan. HelloFresh.
Mike, are you is that like a energizing wrap for your face? What is that?
I don't know. I'm just.
It's always a surprise. Always a surprise.
Comeback movies, every now and then you'll have an actor that's very popular when they're young, and then they will vanish from the scene, whether it be a man or a woman, and suddenly they come back, maybe in their later years, and they become all famous all over again. So
for
I've
new
always
reasons.
been fascinated by that.
I have a game here where I can.
think I got a micro piece of fiber in my throat.
Yeah, check for plastic. That might be a turkey leg from the Magic Kingdom that you're choking on. Mike, do you want me to give you an actor, and you can tell me the movie that did his comeback or her comeback?
Yes.
Or
Yeah,
do you want
love
me to
that
give
game.
the movie and then you name the actor that benefited from the movie?
I think it'll be easier if you give me the actor instead of the
Okay,
movie.
so let's do that. And we'll start
All
at
right.
10 and no particular order, and we'll go down to 1.
And these are biggies, right? These are actors that made a real big splash with these movies.
I would
as
say
a
so.
comeback.
Yeah. Mike?
Okay.
And you want the actor?
Yeah.
Okay,
the actor.
what movie was responsible for a resurgence in the career of Michael Keaton? Now,
Batman.
he was... No, Mike, that's probably at the end of his first era of being hot.
Is it Birdman?
Oh no,
Birdman.
no. Birdman. Very
is
good, Josh.
very
Did a good
good,
job.
Josh,
That's
yeah.
right, Birdman, because it got nominated and was really. Did he win an Oscar for that?
I
He may
don't
have.
think so.
Okay.
I
All
love
right.
Michael Keaton. He's the only reason I saw The Flash, because he played Batman again in The Flash. He was really
he's
great.
good. He's good.
Okay, at number 9, what movie escalated the career of Matthew McConaughey? And I'll give you the year, 2011.
The
How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
No. This is a movie that has been turned into a series on television, but he's not in the series.
I have no idea. Free State of Jones.
No, that's a good answer, though.
Yeah,
I don't know what it
fake
is, but it
answer,
really
though.
sounds like you meant it. Josh, any guess?
No, you lost me on the TV series.
The Lincoln Lawyer.
The Lincoln Lawyer.
Okay.
Was that really a comeback movie for him though? Did he
Well,
need a comeback? Has he ever been away?
Well, yeah, I mean, he's sort of lost his out in front. He was for a while red hot after he made that what was the movie about the 1970s, where he was in that was his debut movie. And then it was a while before he had anything. Dazed and Confused. It was a while before
That
he
was
had
the
another
all
big
right,
hit.
all right.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. All right, let's move
All
on.
right, actor here, and I will tell you his credit as a child star. His name is Ke Huy Quan, and he played Short Round in Indiana
Goonies.
Jones and the Temple of Doom. No, he was also in that, but this movie came out in 2022.
And he got nominated.
He did.
Hidden Tiger. No, that's so
Crouching Tiger.
Crouching Tiger.
Hidden Dragon.
Oh
yeah.
my God, I know the one. It's the one where with all the special effects.
Star
Isn't it?
Wars?
Everything all at once.
Yes, Everything Everywhere All at Once.
That
Josh
has
got it.
special
Exactly.
effects in it, Rob. That's what it is, where the lady transforms into. That's the movie
Yeah.
that's special effects. That's
Mike,
what I
that's-
was talking.
that's
And then
how
you
I got
mocked
it.
me, and I had it right.
Star Wars was a joke. That's all.
I know
That's
it
all
was a joke, but
was.
then your shtick. Go ahead.
But you know what was great?
I'm being way too harsh.
He was nominated, and there's a very sweet story he tells about approaching Harrison Ford at the Academy Awards and Harrison Ford taking a while to recognize him because he hasn't seen him since he was a boy.
By the way,
And it's very
Josh is
sweet.
killing this. Do you have like a list? Did you send Josh a list?
No,
I'm not
no.
paranoid, but did you send him a list so he could cheat?
No,
No,
I've
I
got
did
it.
not.
No.
And Mike, I think you'll get this one. Leslie Nielsen, 1980.
Naked Gun.
Before Naked Gun.
Before Naked Gun.
Yes.
Police Academy.
No, he wasn't in Police Academy. I would
Police-
say
Police
this.
Squad?
Airplane.
Yeah, Airplane is right,
Airplane.
Mike. Absolutely. And I would say that Airplane begot the Naked Gun trilogy.
I think you're right. I
Yeah.
think you're absolutely Airplane, the definitive movie of its kind. Then the genre was just pounded into oblivion.
Destroyed. And I love putting on like an episode of McCloud or Columbo when Leslie Nielsen is playing straight. It's
Where
really
he's like
hard to watch.
being a real heavy dude.
Yeah, it's really
A
tough
really
to watch.
serious actor. There you
All right.
go. Yeah.
In 2016.
By the way, can I just interrupt for a
Yeah,
second?
of course.
I watched a clip from a Leslie Nielsen interview discussing the concept of these movies, where they brought all these guys like Lloyd Bridges back and said the one direction they received for Airplane and these movies was to play it as legitimately straight as they possibly could, and that is where the hilarity
That's why
ensued,
it works.
which I thought was fascinating.
I think one of the greatest things about Leslie Nielsen is that he really did always, as you said, he played it perfectly straight. The guys that made Airplane had a lot of trouble getting it through the studio. One of my favorite stories is they wanted, because it was based on an old movie, that they wanted it to be on a propeller plane. Because the old movie was set on a plane with propellers, and they said, no one's going to buy that. It has to be a jet. And they said, okay, but if you watch Airplane, all of the ambient noise on the airplane is that of a prop plane. It's not a
Really?
jet. Yeah, it's always a prop
But
plane.
it's interesting because it was based on Airport,
And
and
before
Airport
that,
was a jet.
yeah, but before that, there was a movie, was it called Dead Zone or something, where there was a poison food issue in the original movie. I can't think of the name of the film. Okay, in 2016, we got a big dose of Ryan Reynolds. Thanks to what movie? What movie really put him at the front?
In what year?
2016.
La La Land.
No.
Oh, that's Ryan
Deadpool?
Gosling.
Yeah, Deadpool is right. Josh, you're killing
Deadpool.
it. Yeah.
God, there he goes again.
Yeah.
There he's doing it. Boy, I'm. That's got to give him credit where credit is due. As much as I hate to do it.
Been around a long time, but 2014 really put him back in our face. Keanu Reeves in 2014.
John Wick.
Exactly right. And that's a great film for him. I love Keanu Reeves. All right. In 2022, a big dose of Brendan Fraser. What 2022 movie put
The Whale.
Brendan Exactly right. Very
We
good.
talked about it yesterday.
No makeup in that movie. Amazing. Did you know that? He actually put on the weight. And they put the sound
it
of
was
a
his
propeller
body
plane.
double.
Okay. And 2008 was a big year that brought us back Mickey Rourke. What movie brought Mickey Rourke back in
The
2000?
Wrestler.
That's exactly right. Cool. Same year, big year for Robert Downey Jr. What movie boosted his career and put him into the forefront of Hollywood where he remains today? 2008.
Chaplin.
No,
Meet the
Chaplin?
Parents.
No, neither right. We're looking for a superhero movie.
Oh, Iron Man.
Exactly. Very good. And I hold in my hand.
He was like in his, believe it or not, even though he was great in Chaplin, he was pretty like druggy in Chaplin.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
And I misheard you. I thought you said De Niro.
Okay.
Oh, that's why you said Meet the Parents?
That's why I said Meet the Parents.
But you've
My
said
brain
Meet
went
the
the wrong
Parents.
direction.
You've said Meet the Parents for all of these. Be fair. Mike, the last one.
I have nipples, Greg. Can you milk me?
I like to think of another carpenter by the name of JC. Jesus Christ.
Wilson.
Mike,
Yes.
This one you'll like. 1994, because we were part of this, we were shocked when John Travolta became a valid Hollywood star again.
I'll give this one to Josh because I know it. It's an easy one for me. Do you know what it is?
Is it Face Off?
No. I think it comes after Face Off.
Want to try one more time?
94, when you were 10 years old.
Maybe
Yeah.
one of the...
Which means it's probably not one I saw then.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
think
guaranteed. you didn't see it
definitely in
then.
my top 10.
Yeah, I agree. I think a movie that really changed the way movies were made at the time.
100%.
Oh, I don't know.
3
I'm
seconds,
completely
Josh.
blanked.
Pulp Fiction.
Exactly.
Oh, that makes sense.
And Mike, if you remember, we
Did the
had
same for Bruce Willis.
Yeah, we had a show screening of Pulp Fiction, and when the credits came on and it said starring John Travolta, as a unit, the show laughed because he was just such a non-issue at the time,
Yep.
and it turned out to be a magnificent performance. I think he's one of the great stars of Hollywood now.
I
I
really
love John Travolta.
Transformative role. And that's
Yeah.
what's cool about Hollywood. I love that. That's an awesome one. That's
Good
cool.
guesses all around. And
All right.
the answer, Mike, Robert De Niro, of course.
Robert De Niro. There it is. I have nipples, Greg. Can you milk me?
But the good news is, Mike, the fun doesn't end because I have beautiful video.
Beautiful video.
Beautiful video.
We'll be right back and I'll do something. It's always a good time to better yourself. It seems like lately everyone's trying to clean up their habits, like Robb. And honestly, having one less drink has never felt easier for him. Instead of pouring a cocktail, Robb has been reaching for Sol's out-of-office drinks. Sol makes feeling good simple. They make delicious hemp-derived CBD and THC products with precise dosing, clean ingredients, and formulations designed for predictable feel-good effects. Sol is the alcohol alternative that puts you in control of your mood, and their best-selling out-of-office gummies deliver a customizable, calming buzz. From a 1.5 milligram microdose for a gentle lift to 15 milligrams for a deeper, more elevated experience. Josh is a gummy guy, too. He knows it's the easiest way to unwind without the grogginess or next-day regret of alcohol. Stay tuned for a Sol gummy announcement that will change your life. Give yourself the gift of a healthier unwind at the end of your day. Right now, Sol is offering our audience 30% off your entire order. Go to GetSol.com and use the code TMOS. That's GetSol.com, promo code TMOS for 30% off. Be a Sol survivor.
That's it.
Hey, I like that. Some beautiful video.
Jerry time.
Secretaries, Mike.
It's time to salute our secretary of the day.
We call them administrative assistants. Now, look at baby Jesus dance. I love it.
Baby Jesus
oh,
fell
baby
down.
Jesus took a fall.
Oh, my
I'm sorry
God.
to hear that.
Oh, my God.
Mike, are you familiar with the Sweet Spot Lounge?
I sure am. It changed my life one night.
Mike, there's a town in Canada called, and I hope I get this right, Nanaimo. And it's a small town, and they've got a business district. And I'm sorry to report that the karaoke bar is closing down. But
Damn it.
they're replacing it with the Sweet Spot Lounge, which is unfortunate because it's right across from a kids' music school. Josh, can we have the video?
Stephen Johns is setting out his shop sign for one of the last times on Nanaimo's Commercial Street Friday. After 7 years here, he is moving his antique store Red Shelf decor because rent in this building was about to double in price as a strip club moves into the space right above him.
I'm definitely sad to be leaving downtown, but I just don't think it's a good fit, especially for downtown.
What's now Sweet Spot Lounge Karaoke on Skinner Street is under renovations Friday to turn into a strip club, the only one in Nanaimo and one of only 2 on Vancouver Island outside JJ's Pub in Campbell River.
No one seemed to know what was going on. It's just opening.
A new development that brought disbelief Friday
Disbelief,
to those
Mike.
we shared it with.
Yeah, right. In that little joint? I thought they weren't allowing any strip clubs around here. Is that really happening? That's blowing my mind right now, actually.
This is big news to us at the lodge.
Tim Finley is a member of Nanaimo's Ashler Lodge Freemasons Club. It's that yellow building right next
Big news
door
at the lodge,
to the
Mike.
soon-to-be strip club.
Freemasonry is all about morality and ethics and proper behavior. And
Carl Butterworth owns Harbor Dance Studios on the other side of the club.
I don't think most reasonable people would think putting a strip club next to a children's school is a good idea. I suppose in this case at least one person does. However, it'll be interesting to see what the city council thinks of this.
The owner
Thank
of
you,
the
Josh.
Sweet Spot
I think that if there's
the
any
kids'
confusion,
school kind of resonates with me. I think that's
I
a little,
understand.
but for the rest of it, right up until that point, I was going to invoke my Piers, not Piers, the Powers Booth line from
which
Tombstone.
Is?
Well, bye.
Well,
for
more
the people
dads
that
will be
were
doing
leaving.
drop-offs.
And also, if there's any confusion between the kids' dance studio and the Sweet Spot, just look at the size of the poles. They're shorter at the the kids' dance place than they are at the Sweet Spot.
Look, I think that I don't know the town. I don't know what's going on. I know that what I like to refer to as the ballet is a legitimate art form for people to enjoy. Judge not, lest ye be judged. But next to a kid's school, and Josh is right. Not only dads will be there early, but drop off will linger. That'll probably happen all the time.
It's wild to think there's only 2 strip clubs on all of Vancouver Island. I'm sure they'll get the best talent.
Absolutely. Yes. Exciting. Exciting.
Mike, you've had a cat. Josh, have you ever had a cat?
I am allergic to cats.
Okay. This I found, this is fascinating, Mike. This guy made a song and a video because he has 2 boy cats, but he has a question about them.
It's very faint.
Yes.
Do I have gay cats?
Exactly.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
They really do love each other.
They do.
Looks like.
And not that there's anything wrong with that.
Not at all. Not one little bit. That was a fascinating
Are your
video.
dogs affectionate?
They are affectionate like brothers would be, where they really, really roughhouse to the point where sometimes it drives us insane.
Sure.
Don't get me started on the dogs.
All right.
Pain
Then
in the
let's
ass.
close with this, Mike.
Yes.
Another great pet is a pot-bellied pig. People get them as little piglets and they raise them and they love them. But what if a pig shows up to your house and won't go away, and you have a beautiful command of the English language? This is what happens.
His rent's due and he needs to go.
Jamie Watt pulled into his driveway and saw something unusual.
And I thought it was a dog over by my pump house, and come to find out it's a pig.
This pot-bellied pig has just decided to make itself right at home.
You're so destructive.
This pot-bellied intruder's been living high on the hog for about a week, rooting up the Watts' yard and trampling over all their outdoor plants.
I just wanted him gone because I know what kind of destruction they can do. But I can't get rid of him. I guess he's finding plenty to eat around here, and he won't leave.
Watt says he doesn't want to harm the pig, and he's tried everything he knows to do.
And me and a friend of mine ran him into the woods, and an hour later he shows back up.
Watts called local law enforcement and animal control, but he says they wouldn't do anything unless the pig's owner gave them permission.
The pig's owner.
Tried to find the owner and cannot find the owner, and we just need him gone.
Thank you,
Watt
Josh.
says his ideal solution to this.
I have a solution. I mean,
what's
I'm
that?
not even from Mobile, Alabama. I would have thought he had the solution, really.
Well, Mike, we're just getting an update. He got the pig a job at the Sweet Spot Lounge.
Come on, Piggy.
Come
here, Piggy, Piggy. Come over here. Here's a carrot. Here's a
Piggy.
carrot. Right here. Right here.
That's your beautiful video. Poor
What a
Piggy.
terrible way to end the show.
Poor
I'm so
Piggy.
sorry about that. That was very, very harsh. Please accept my apologies for that. Listen, a very full show today. We had so much fun. We're coming back at 7 o'clock tonight.
Cocktail
and
hour.
we are going to be joining you for a bonus episode. Josh, am I leaving anything out about the bonus show?
No, bonus show members will get it in their email today.
Yeah, check your
You'll
email.
Get a link.
Check your email and join us 7 p.m. Eastern Time tonight for a bonus show evening edition. Looking forward to that. We will see you then. And then, of course, we'll be back tomorrow with a brand new episode. Ladies and gentlemen, for Josh Roca and Rob Spiewak, Mike O'Mara saying, so long, everybody.
Loose pig.
Want more? Make sure you check out the Mike O'Mara bonus show. Get it at MikeO'MaraShow.com.
Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.
You've got to remember that these are just simple farmers. These are people of the land. You know, morons.
Back in a moment, my dear. We have to, expel some urine.
We don't make mistakes. We have happy accidents.